Hello, lovelies. I would like to do now a reading on Kate Middleton's health. And I've also asked the angels while I'm doing the reading to send me a sign, something to help to know about her thinness, why she's so thin. Okay, so let's start the reading. I'll put them like that. Okay, having seen how many moving parts are on the table and how many cards are pulled out, I would definitely, not recommend you to do this reading if you're new at it. Let me see. I'll start pulling out the cards. Just wait for them to, again, to ask for better or clearer message for all of them, because there's a lot of them, and I do need some help to follow the energy, to really follow the energy and see where that energy is taking me in terms of message. Again, that's not a simple message. Just to go through this. So first, we have the head. Anything to do with the brain, the eyes, the ears, the nose, the teeth. Over here, basically what I see is some minor enhancements on her face. Maybe some lifting, maybe, I don't know, some special treatments for the wrinkles. I don't know, but it's something small, and it's something good for her, good for her appearance, and I think she's feeling good about that. Then we have the throat and the thyroid. It's an interesting combination here. Again, looking at the energy with which we have this this card, I would say that The thyroid is okay. It is a strong one, maybe a little bit stronger than it should. Something she could check. Actually, people can check as well. I think some dysfunction with the thyroid could be seen with naked eye. The thyroid is a little bit strong, a little bit stronger, and that usually signals that there is a lot of negative energy stored there, which means her not speaking up, not speaking up. Again, that's her role in life. So but the thyroid is also very important when it comes to childbearing, and when it comes to getting pregnant. So again, that will go to the reproductive organs. With the reproductive organs, so she has hope. She has hope, but something was surgically taken away from her. And I'm not talking like C-section when giving a birth. That's something in her reproductive organs does not function well, or did not function well. Again, this is a reading for the current picture, not for the future. Otherwise, I would definitely go into, and you know, this was something that she was very hopeful for, happy, and this is what is happening. But actually, no, here, something has been or will immediately in the next couple of days be surgically operated from her. And it has to be done. It has to be done. Even though she really love it, would miss it, that part of her, it has to be done. I don't know, maybe something with the thyroid. Maybe, I don't know, again. Okay, then what else can we look at? Let's see how she is with her nerves. So, the lungs, the nerves, I'd say there's a lot of say fear. She's thinking things too much. She's worrying too much. She's worrying too much. She's talking about her worries, but I think she's, you know, what she shows on the surface is like 10% of the magnitude with which she's worrying, and maybe not the best. Yeah. Maybe not the best. She's talking about it, but again, there's really a lot of deepness behind what she's saying. A lot more than is seen. Okay, so let's see what her stomach is going to tell us. The stomach and her breasts. So it's these are really good cards. Her breasts. These are like external sexual organs. It's I would say personally I'm against all kinds of enhancements operations, but in this case, if she wants to have fake boobs so that she feels good about herself, she has the go ahead from her body, her body saying, yeah, go ahead. If that will make you feel good, I'm supportive of you, I'm with you. Now the stomach, and that is kind of related to this card over here. Let me see if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. This card is the source of her thinness. See, her stomach is okay. Her stomach is feeling okay. It's in the form of it can do miracles. It can do miracles, and she wants a miracle. She wants to feel good. It's her dream actually to be thin and sexy, thin like a porcelain doll. We have one more one set of cards. That are connected with the reproductive system and with a lot of emotions. So these are for the intestines and the lower back. So she has issues with the lower back, or if she doesn't have, she needs to look at that. Look at her. I would say lumbago area. And be careful with, I would say, I'll explain it to the best of my ability. Again, I don't have that medical terms kind of thing, but when you're giving birth, there is two bones that are like moving away. Yeah, they're getting moved. And after that, after giving birth, they are at risk of some decay, yeah, of bone decay. Again, she needs to look at that part of her body, the bones in that part of the body. I'll look into that card one more time, because I have laid down a different card for the bones. But over here we have the intestines, and the intestines, they're again really good. And what we have the gut feeling in there, and and it's again, it's first of all, on a personality level, she's very she has a very good gut feeling about things. For example, she's one of those people who, if they see somebody and they say, nah, Not a good thing about this. And they usually, they don't have to know all the truth or all the facts or everything, but they usually have a good feeling, very very on point. um with relationship to her thinness, um she wants to be thin. She wants to be thin. She believes that whatever she has health worries, whatever it is, she can transform it. She can overcome it with proper diet, with with following her gut. If her gut is telling her, eat all the bread you want, then she's going to eat all the bread she wants. If the gut is telling her, don't ever eat salads again, then she will not eat salads again. That type of thing. So she's very in tune with her with her um, inner voice, and she's listening to it. So that's a good thing. Let me see how we are with time. Probably this is the going to be a big reading. I'll leave those two cards in a separate reading there for her, for mental health and for any addictions that she may have. So I'll leave that as a separate reading. Probably will not have time for everything here. So let's see how her heart is. Let's see how her heart is. The heart and her spine. So the heart is really showing us if we are in the energy of love and happiness and joy, or we are in the energy of hatred, pettiness and hatred. She's in the heart of love. So she, from a medical perspective, heart rate is okay. Doesn't have like arrhythmia or any heart diseases, even in the making, because this is the energy of the heart, and the energy of the heart is really the energy of the mom. So she has a full heart of heart full of love. The spine is where we are the way we are connected with the divine. So really the spine is even though this is a positive card, I would really caution her to look at what her spine is wanting to tell her. I'm not talking about let's say shoulder pain or back pain or whatever it is. She has a very strong, this is a very strong card that is coming as energy for the spine. And usually when I see that card, it's telling me that she's doing something to her spine that the spine does not want to be done to him. It's a him. She has a very strong possibility for connection with the divine, and she's currently doing something to herself that she doesn't, that the spine does not appreciate. I had this card come up for me when I was in hospital, and I wanted to connect with one of my arteries, my not artery but the vein, and this card came up, and it came up as stop what you're doing right now. Stop it. Don't do it. I don't want that. I don't want that. And if you're not listening to me, I'm going to retaliate so hard you're not going to like it at all. So that's that type of energy that is in her spine right now. It's very strong, very, it's coming with a message that whatever she's doing for onto her spine right now, she should stop it. It could be like immediately, right now. Could be something that, let's say, she's sleeping in an uncomfortable bed, which obviously is not possible for her and her type of lifestyle, but that's one option. Could be that she's sitting in an uncomfortable position that is leaving the spine curled up, or it could be something very trivial that she doesn't pay attention to, but it's making that the spine of her spine mad. Let's see the kidneys. That's the energy of fear. Those of you who have kidney stones or know people with kidney stones, this is the energy of fear. So she does, so basically, with the kidney, I would say, and if you're fearsome, I'd recommend drink beer. It helps with the kidneys. She's extremely afraid of jealousy that is coming towards her. She is terrified by it, like not her, like for example, in the consciousness, in the conscious mind may not even notice these things, but these are the energies of the different organs, and the organs are speaking very loud. Her kidneys are just terrified of all the stupid things that can be done onto her by the jealousy of others. Okay, so let's go. So let's look at her hips and thighs. The hips and thighs, they are okay. They're satisfied with life. They are satisfied with life, absolutely. And things are okay. Now over here, we're going to look at the knees, the joints, and the bones. So all three of these things are totally okay. The knees are okay. Probably she's been training something, or she has a sport, some kind of sport as a hobby, and is taking care of her knees. Definitely, that's it. They are okay. They're totally happy, totally, in a very good energy. The joints are okay. So for those who think that she's in some kind of a menopause and or something like that, she's not. Joints are okay, and almost feel like, we could take one more baby. We can take one more baby again. That's what that comes from the joints. The bones are again, they are okay. They're okay. But again, I think that's the result of her taking care of herself, of this part here, of these cards here. Listening to her gut feeling, having this dream of, maybe living to an old age, and doing what she finds right for these things, and it pays off. So whatever it is for her bones, for her joints, she's okay with that. So the so-called extreme thinness that doesn't come off as something negative. So let's see. We have here 2 cards for the circulation of blood, the lymph, and of the ankles. So they're okay. Like literally, the circulation is here. So the circulation is done good. It is. She's okay. Her lymph is okay as well. The ankles, her ankles, they love her. They love her, and they love her for the things that she's done for them. So they're okay. The circulation is okay. Even though here she needs to look at something. I don't know what else could be circulated. So we can have blood. Blood is okay. Lymph is okay. And breath. I would suggest here she needs to look at all 3 of them. Even though they're okay, everything is circulating, something is slowing things down. Something is slowing things down or blocking things up. There are some blockages. So she needs to look at that. Yeah, things are going good. But there's something that is the thing is blocking, delaying, slowing down the circulation. So she needs to look at that. If somebody could advise her for that, she needs to look at that. And I'll put it here as an advice to what to look for. And over here, this was also an advice what to look for. Put them like that, so that each of the different organs has the enhanced power to reach out to her and get in touch with, signal her through the intestines that there's something I want you to do for me. Okay, so let's see the last thing from the reading. Her feet, her immune system. Is she with flat feet or something? Or maybe she's wearing uncomfortable heels. Something along that lines. Her feet are not happy with how she treats them. If she walks too much, they are not happy. If she's wearing too much high heels that are uncomfortable for the feet do not like that. And they're ready to retaliate. They're ready to retaliate and say, if you don't pay attention to me, I will find a way to get swollen and get back to you until you start listening to me. So we have some angry feet here. The immune system, she has a good immune system. Things are okay over there. The problem with that is that she it's a costly thing. It's not it's likely that she has some kind of a condition or some kind of I would say slight disorder, but not like a disease that you can't live without or something like that. No, something that she needs to manage, something that she needs to rein in. And I think that's where the thinness is coming from. She's managing that thing. That's a thing that very sorry. The thing that she's seeing as a beast, as something that is eating away her life. But actually, it's costly, but she has the power in her to transform it, and in her good feelings she knows she has. She needs to believe it. She needs to believe it 100% because she has it. Her gut is helping her. So from that reading, a lot of things are really good, really, really good. I'll leave those two cards. Let me see if you see them. Yeah, you see them. I'll leave those two cards. I'll expand on them in a second reading. I think we got an interesting feedback from her organs for her, and also an interesting feedback for for the original question that was really asked, and that was where is that thinness coming from. So her thyroid, she needs to look into that, even if there is no physical illness. She needs to look at that, and she needs to she feels like she's mousy, mousy in a way that she doesn't she prefers to not give her opinion than to express her opinion, or even if it's a strong opinion. She's very much used to being on a tiptoe or something like that, and the advice is really, she obviously she doesn't have to yell at the people she doesn't she finds bothersome or something, but she needs to find a way to get that that energy out, because it wants to come out, and if she doesn't allow it to, there will be some coughs that she cannot get rid of. There will be some other illnesses, and she has this very promptness to soaking, and to self-pity. And if she doesn't find her voice to be heard, obviously she doesn't have to do shenanigans in public, but if she doesn't find that, she will soon get into trouble. She needs to pay attention to her feet. She's again acupuncture, foot massage, and more comfortable shoes, or whatever it is that she's doing to her feet that they definitely don't like it. She needs to pay attention to that. Her immune system, she also needs to pay attention to that. That also jumps out. And maybe the immune system and the circulation of things is also something that that's connected. It feels connected somehow. So something with the immune system, with the blood, or with the lymph, with the breath. I don't know, something about that. There is a hindrance over there, and she needs to look into that. And that card, would say that's the card for in the intestines. I would say that first of all, she needs to get it checked out. She needs to get it checked out. That the thing with the circulation and the hindrance could be there. Could be that again, there could be some missing bacteria or some I don't know, some other things in the intestines that are not okay. She needs to look at that. This is something that she definitely needs to look at. The spine, we have one very opinionated spine, just like the feet, as we saw. That's not an angry spine, but the spine is saying, if I want you to stop what you're doing right now. I'm not taking no for an answer. And if you did not know how spine can hurt, I'll show you. I'll show you, and it will cost you a lot. So the spine wants her to do something for it. Okay, that was a very interesting reading. I think I uncovered a lot of things about her thinness, about what she needs to look at, about her internal organs, the sexual organs. And I will do in the next reading about, let me just gather those cards. I'll try not to go some in the reverse, although some I'm seeing it from here are going to get reversed. I'm going to do a reading around her mental health and any addictions you may have. So talk to you in the next video.